think this is a bonus watering hole. I'm pretty sure this is not the one that Clark and I found. No, I know it's not. So now I just got to kind of look around and see if there's any deer using it. It doesn't do a whole lot of good if they don't like the water, but another little bonus watering hole anyways. Okay, I'm hitting my first watering hole. It's actually right down the way from that bonus one that Clark found. But I think it's going to be a lot better. For one thing, when you get rain runoff as opposed to those old like mining pit holes, it's a lot fresher water, and when you get it dug down into clay, there's also minerals in there. So I'm gonna just kind of put it on the edge of this, it's a super wide road here is really all it is, but I may plant it at some point in time in clover. I'm gonna just tuck the watering hole right here on the edge so that it's at least half shaded during the day, to where you could hunt this watering hole and this what's probably a travel lane and maybe a food plot. And I got a downhill run over here. I can catch all the water from up here and I can funnel it right into this watering hole. So even if it don't hold the greatest, it should stay pretty full if I get all that water coming in. So I had to battle with a bunch of these trees because at one point somebody brought a dozer in here and some of the trees were still rooted in the ground, but I think I got them cleared out now. So we'll see if I can knock out a decent watering hole here before too long and call it in then. Check back in. Alright, sketchy part, taking the first grade up on a dam. Alright, let's take a quick aerial tour. So these fields are all like the top of the mountain here, the ridge top if you will. And that's our pole barn there. It's kind of at the center or the corner of where these two main fields come together. So we're going to take a hard left here. That first one there is a field, and then you see this wide road. Well, the watering hole is right about here, kind of centered along this road, and that road is actually quite wide even though it doesn't look like it here. And then it ends up at these two, which are going to be two more food plots here for this fall. And I did put a couple more watering holes in here, but I'll put them on future videos. But that's just so you can see where I picked for this first spot. Right, and there's the finished product. It needs just a little more work on the dam out here to where we could actually mow it and plant clover if I want. But this should be at least 4 or 5 foot deep. I couldn't get over on the upside here to track it in because of all this garbage and trees laying in here, and these standing trees, I want them for shade. So right where I'm walking is a little bit soft, but I might come back tomorrow and try to just track this down just a little bit more. But I tracked it in the best I could with the Mini, because these walls are quite steep. I mean, I'll go in there and show you how deep it is. So if our spillway is up here where the virgin ground is, granted I haven't lasered it, this is just purely eyeball. But let's go take a look in here. So, I mean, I could kind of feel on the excavator when it's kind of flat grading out. So, I mean, even if we get water up to about there, it's going to be 3.5 to 4 foot deep. And, I mean, it could, who knows how high it could go, but I still got to cut a trench all the way up this road to suck more water in here. But for now, it's done. We'll see what happens tomorrow or the next time I come back.